And you've probably heard of vaping, the popular trend across the country that is considered the preferred alternative to cigarettes. But e-cigarettes come with a penalty of health concerns of their own.
Tonight, one Central Texas man is issuing a warning after he says vaping led to life-changing health complications in just a short period of time. Our Chris Rogers is here with more. Chris.
Doug and Leslie, these small pen-like devices have caught on with millions of people across the country, but they can cause some big-time problems. In fact, the U.S. Surgeon General officially deemed them dangerous for brain development, but they can also allegedly have irreversible effects on the lungs as well, something one local man knows all too well.
You know, the people that say they wouldn't change anything because it shaped them, I question that. I would change a lot of things.
Tommy Lowrance has faced his fair share of challenges in life, but none as persistent as the battle to stop smoking.
I buried a wife and a father in the same year, and I can tell you I've never had a more difficult struggle in my life than quitting cigarettes.
But back in March of 2015, he managed to do just that, turning instead to electronic cigarettes and vaping to help curb cravings. At first, it seemed to be working out.
I lost weight, I got off all medication, I was healthier than I'd ever been.
But in a matter of months, that story changed.
For the first time, I saw some symptoms, shortness of breath, blurred vision, and it alarmed me.
Soon, the doctors would deliver the prognosis.
I have popcorn lung, or bronchiolitis obliterans. It is likely the cause, they believe, of vaping.
Lowrance, like so many others, was sold on the popular misconception that vaping is the safe alternative to cigarettes. But doctors say that simply is not the case.
I don't think that we know everything that we need to know, but I do think that we could say that, less harmful is not harmless.
Today, Tommy relies on an oxygen machine to function on a day-to-day basis.
This has been my saving grace. Showering is harder. Getting out and playing with my kids is essentially impossible.
And will face a constant battle for his health for the rest of his life.
I'm 45 now, so if I made it to 70, that would be a miracle without any lung transplant.
But he refuses to get down.
I'm not going to let it change my life. It will not define me.
Instead, he wants his circumstance to serve as a warning of the dangers that vaping can cause.
I think many of our young people are still going to choose to do it. But I would pray they'd heed the warning that my life is now an example to them of what not to do. The bottom line is we just don't know what we're putting into our bodies. And if you are going to take those risks, understand that this could be the result.
Lowrance has been treated by some of the best lung doctors in the world. They cannot say definitively that his condition was a result of vaping simply because there's not enough information available yet about those long-term effects. Doug, Leslie?
All right, thanks, Chris.